Page 62, Baroque Boogie. Boogie Woogie. I enjoy these very much. Boogie Woogies have certain patterns in the left hand that are you'll see them over and over and over, and this left hand pattern is one of them. Let's look it over. It's 2 pages long, treble bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature, so it's either an C major or A minor. If we look at the end, it's there, it's ending. C, I'm figuring C major, but do the scales in our pages for both. C major and A minor, and you've heard this lecture before, blah, blah, blah. Okay. 4/4 time signature, one hand at a time. The right hand starts here, B flat, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then measure 5 up here. Okay, we got that. Measure 9, 3 and 4 and 3. And then come down. Left hand. You have this pattern going on. It's here. See, normally it would be here, but this extra note, you can do 4. But it's a little easier just to use 3. So instead of here, we scrunch up here. Measure 5 up here, it's the 4 chord. And okay. At the bottom of page 63, the last 2 measures, the notes are here. 1 and 2 and 3 and. You're coming in on the and of 3 because you have a half rest, that's 2 beats. And then an eighth rest is half of, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. However, it has an 8VA under it, or it says 8VB. Sometimes a publisher will use 8VB, and sometimes they use 8VA. Actually, most of the time they use 8VA. Doesn't matter. It's below the staff you go down. So instead of here, it's here. If you have a short keyboard, you don't have those, play the lowest notes, these notes that you have. That's fine. Now, I'll put the heads together slowly. It's just here. 1 and 2 and 3. So that's about as hard as this gets. And then once I put the hands together, I'll go back over it slowly, the hard parts, and get rid of any hesitations. And after that, I can add the articulation. These eighth notes, I'm going to slur them. That doesn't say anything. Technically, you do anything you want. But generally, we will slur these. And this is staccato. I'm flexing at the wrist, boom, boom. Now, measure 13, look out. It's here, staccato. So you lift up on the rest, that's here. It's a little tricky because of the overlap. Go back to measure 13. This is 2 counts. You lift up on beat 3. Well, in the left hand, you play the half note on beat 3. So when you play the half note, you lift up in the right hand. Hold that down. Now lift up. Here. So I had the articulation, and then after that is the dynamics. It's going to be pretty much both hands. Loud, whatever you think. That don't get super loud, just loud. Pick up to measure 13, this. And you can do both hands here too, sort of soft. Now in measure 16, you have the crescendo go up. So that last note in measure 16 is about a moderately loud, because in measure 17 they want moderately loud, so we'll just go up there. I'm there, right there. That's fine. And then measure 21, crescendo for moderately loud up to loud. It's not much difference. Each one just gets a little louder, just a hair. If you can't get it where each note is a little louder in measure 21, you know, if you're getting too loud, then do it every 2 notes. Just moderately loud, then a little louder, now loud. It depends on you. Otherwise, you're just gradually getting louder. Now, at the bottom of page 63, the half notes are soft. And then you have an F. Well, the F has to do with the left hand because the right hand is tied. You can't do anything with it. So this is soft, this is loud. Soft, and then very loud at the end here. And as I play the last note, I lift up the right hand. So that last note is by itself. Plus it's accented. You don't need an accent with very loud. Just play it very loud. It's not staccato, although it doesn't matter. I could play it staccato, and it won't come out staccato because on a piano, down here, they just don't stop like they do it. See, I can stop it quickly, and it's short. Down here, they are not that short. They don't stop here, so I just play it. Just let the wrist collapse a little bit. This is a lot of weight, is all that is. Now the speed. Well, they want you to swing the eighth note. See, a lot of times the boogie woogies, you won't swing the eighth notes. And I don't unless they say to. But they want us to swing it. So in that case, it's not 1 and 2 and, it's 1 and 2. You just swing it. You feel it. 1 and just the eighth notes. You get down to measure 13. Now you're going to do it straight. So we have a little contrast here. However, you don't have hardly any eighth notes here except measure 17 and 18. Those are straight. And then on measure 22, you go back to like you were doing at the beginning with the swing rhythm thing. As far as how fast you go, well, if you're going to swing the rhythm, there's a limit to how slow or fast you can go. Don't go too slow, it doesn't swing. I said, what? And you can't go real fast, it doesn't swing. It's got to be somewhere in the middle. They give you metronome marking, that's approximate. You don't have to go that fast. You can go there. 1 and 2 and 3. It's a little slow, but you can go about that fast. It's fine. Let's play it together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not doing the dynamics, the louds and softs. But otherwise, I think I'll do everything else. I'll give us 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4.